Legend Total War here, and today we've got a Rate a Doomstack video covering a UGLIEST Doomstack. So I'm in early access here. I've built this army, and we've got 18 UGLIESTs, a Beast Wizard in here, primarily just for the buffs, and with the buff magic that is. And we've got Morgul commanding. Morgul's got a Banner of Madness on him. He's got a Talisman of Preservation, Helm of Many Eyes, Potion of Healing, and his Staff of Ruinous Corruption. So I think Morgul is the best person for commanding a UGLIEST Doomstack because the main benefits he provides over anybody else is extra melee defense for them by +8, which we'll go into the skill tree later. And he also upgrades their Banner of their Aura of Madness to Greater Aura of Madness, and also helps provide them some extra magic resistance. So he gets an extra 20% from that. Now we're going up against a very dangerous enemy here. Auto Resolve says that we're going to lose. Now, I've been able to auto-resolve a whole bunch of enemies against the Warriors of Chaos, no problem. Even 2 full stacks of Warriors of Chaos, no big deal for this army. But going up against Marathi with lots of Blackguard of Naggarond, and going up against Mouse Darkblade, lots of Blackguard of Naggarond, some Dark Shards in there, and a few extra guys up in here, says we'll get a close defeat. But it doesn't say that any of them will get wiped out. That's in auto-resolve anyway. But let's fight the battle manually and see how we go. So, the strengths and weaknesses to the UGLIEST are, for one thing, their weaknesses that they're super ugly. Actually, that could be a strength, who knows. No, their size is definitely going to work against them, but their animation kind of works for them. Because they move around so much when they fight, which you'll see, it means getting out of melee infantry engagements that you really don't want to fight is not too bad. They're not very slow for a unit of their size. Like 72 speed is not that bad at all. They dish out tons of damage, so that's not a problem. But yeah, they don't have tons of armor, and their size will kind of work against them against a lot of missile units. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is just charge at Marathi to begin with. We're going to be attacked from all sides pretty quickly, but we'll just see how we go. So, got the Beast Wizard here primarily to provide buffs, because out of the 4 laws of magic that the Beastmen can get, this one does have the best buffs. But if you want to have the best army, you would probably want to put a Law of Wilds Wizard in there just for damage dealing, because they're really good at that. Alright. So we probably want to get fairly close together pretty quickly. Just want to get a nice good charging on all of them. Get Morgul in there. And then let's start popping down some buffs to get some physical resistance up in there. Debuff their units. Now I don't have any items on this Braysham in here, so I need to make sure I keep them relatively safe. Let's pop that down there. So that just reduces their ammo. I don't really want to overcast the Wisland's Wild Form. I guess their leadership's also a little bit of a... What the fuck's going on here? Their leadership was just dog shit. Just something is absolutely wrecking their leadership there. How you doing? Yeah, you can have this. Get all those debuffs up in there. I reckon this would be a really good army for sieges. Gotta keep telling them to get back into the center, because they do sort of jump around a lot. That way I can properly buff them. Get this one out of here. Too much damage. Let's control group. They do seem to have a tendency of routing a little bit. It's not that big of a concern. I mean, this is a very dangerous enemy, so I can see why they might be a little bit frightened. Just try to keep the particularly damaged ones out. Keep their melee attack down as much as possible. Malice Darkblade will probably be arriving, if he hasn't already, here soon. And he's a very dangerous enemy. See, they're all getting constant damage from the Greater Aura of Madness. Try to keep damaged ones kind of back a little bit. Let them be taking things that aren't that dangerous. Yeah, that stuff in there is pretty lethal. All of these bloody anti-large units. We really wanted to make sure we went up against a strong opponent here. You get out. Come over here. Let them have a bit of a rest, get the regen in. Now, this is an army that'll work really well on smaller unit scales as well. Just because the damage doesn't scale for the vile aura of, what's called the greater aura of madness. Actually, no, that dishes out all. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if it would make any difference on small unit scales. It might actually be weaker on small unit scales, I'm not sure. We're not under a lot of pressure at the moment, but reinforcements are coming in. Oh, there's Malice. Okay. So this one here sort of jumped in a bit too far there. If you fight Malice, you're gonna die. Here, you get in there. Come and help. Why do I have another one of these? Must have keep getting stunned or something. Yeah, keep these well away from Malice. Alright, let's chuck a debuff there. Watch out for those missile units. Why don't you all come over here? Let's get everybody over here and dogpile on Malice for a little bit. Okay, these guys here can't quite get away. Nobody gets left behind. I'm not sure if I'm going to walk out of this one without any casualties. I mean, I'm going to try to. Matthew's being a bitch. Okay, I need some physical resistance over here. Keep these ones back. Hey, just get away from Malice. Just don't worry about him right now. Got guys that are a little bit more concerned. Actually, why don't... Does he have magic attack? No, okay, well... Just concerned we're going to lose some of them soon. The longer we keep fighting, the better, that's for sure. Unit got wiped out. I think that was Chaos Spawn. Yeah, that's just Chaos Spawn. We're okay. How you doing? You're okay. And we got some damaged boys over here. Man, Marathi's been in melee like the entire time and she's just not going down. It's fucking anti-large. Get rid of this fucking dragon here. Let's get another debuff up in there. This one is not looking too flash hot. Get it out. It's only got 1,000 health left. It can still regenerate, but oh, some of them are really badly damaged. Victory's in our grasp. Okay, we got army loss penalty, but did Malice go full Sarkhan? No, he didn't. Okay. There we go. That's a tough one. It's a very dangerous enemy, but they handled themselves. And you can see that you can get them out of combat. Their animation makes it easy to do that. They're not like Hell Pit Abominations where once they're in the combat, they're essentially stuck. Because they're about the same size as a Hell Pit Abomination, but their animation is significantly better. So, They performed very nicely, I think. So why is this one rampaging? Oh, because it's got a banner, right? It's got one of those banners that makes it rampage, right? That's fine. Yeah, we just let them run off the battlefield, we'll get a bit of regen, but it'll be fine. Some close calls for them for sure. Definitely didn't perform as well as the Wargors, but to be fair to them, this army was way more dangerous than what the Wargors had to deal with. Now, the other main Doomstack that we had before the patch for the Beastmen was the Cygor Doomstack, and I can pretty much guarantee that a Cygor Doomstack would have fucking died. Oh, we actually did kill Malice. Oh. Yeah, because that's not wiped out because he's on Force March. I know he is on Force March. Like, he summoned Sarkhan and he went down. I didn't even realize it. They must have killed him really quickly. Holy crap. That's weird, because we were fighting Marathi and she wasn't going down, but then Malice did. That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, let's just get to his end turn here, and I'll showcase all the stuff that Morgul does to improve the Jabberslath army. So I'm still working on other Doomstacks as well, which I hope to show over the next few days. Before we start moving on to Lizardman stuff. Although there will be a Lizardman live stream tonight. But yeah, I'm not too fussed on like finding out new Lizardman stuff, because they didn't really get updated. They just got they just got more content. So all of their stuff's more or less the same. Obviously, the Skink Oracle might change things, but I need to look into it a little bit more. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Chaos Invasion's in full swing. Went to Ortham primarily to train up my armies. And there's the Wargor army right there. From yesterday. So we've already seen it. Okay, on. Yeah, it performs really well in auto resolve. I've mostly just kept it hiding because like we've done our video with this one. Whatever. Go on, let's get through this turn here. So here's some of the Doomstacks that I'm thinking about working on tomorrow and the next day. I've got a Minotaur Doomstack that I'm working on for Taurox. And a Gorgon Doomstack, which it's just being put on a Bray Shaman. Alright, those are the other two Doomstacks that I'm working on, so those should be the next two days worth of videos. Alright, so looking at Morgul. Okay, so the main thing here is the abstraction of Cinch. Getting the extra 8 melee defense, the extra weapon strength, and the Aura of Madness there for him. I've also gone down the Crown of Horns. I probably should have gone down Slugskin though, because if we have a look here, we get 15% extra missile resistance for Jabberslaths. So if I had gone down Slugskin, I would have been able to get them to 45% missile resistance, which would have really helped us against the Dark Shards there. But you know, at the same time, they did kill Malice Darkblade in a melee duel. So they're anti-infantry and armor-piercing. They did tons of damage there. Morgul is also able to give them 20% magic resistance, which physical resistance would have been better, but nobody else could have provided them that. And yeah, we did kill Heinrich Kemmler, so we got 20% plus 10%, and then we've also got an extra 5% because of Drakenhof over here. So that's all helping. Right. So the only person that could have possibly given them more magic resistance is Taurox, but Taurox doesn't provide the extra melee defense or the upgraded Aura of Madness. So yeah, in terms of rating this, I would say, based on what we've seen so far, so we're not really including the Gorgon yet, the Jabberslath might actually be the Beastman's best unit, but we'll be talking about the Gorgon tomorrow. Now, in terms of rating this Doomstack, I don't think I can give it a 10 out of 10, because it definitely has vulnerabilities. A 10 out of 10 army should be able to take on 4 full stacks of pretty much anything without any concerns at all. And we definitely couldn't do that. If there was just a little bit more force, we might have actually suffered quite a few casualties. Whereas the Wargore Doomstack, while I do expect it to get nerfed, I'm pretty confident that we could have taken on 4 exact duplicate armies of what Malice Darkblade had, and we probably just would have rolled right over them, because we had plenty of regeneration, they had heaps of resistances, and they dished out damage super quickly, and they're smaller targets. So I'm going to give this one 9 out of 10. I think it's really good. I guess the biggest downside with it is just how much dread it costs to get them. So that's with the full 18. So all Jabberslyths that I can get are in Morgur's army, and that's how much the dread cost is, quite a lot. It's actually a lot cheaper, well, a little bit cheaper to get Gorgons, and I'm not bothering doing a Cygor one. Anyway, so 9 out of 10 for this. Let me know what you think of the ugliest army in the game, and appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Don't forget to check out the live stream tonight. We'll be covering Oxyotl. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you. See you next time, fuckers. Bye.